Okay, people of YouTube. Sorry about the lack of updates in the last, like, say almost 3 months. Life got away from me, aside from the fact that I didn't have my laptop for like 3 weeks over the summer. I also just plain forgot. I was like, I'm gonna do it, forget. And it just didn't work, it didn't pan. So, sorry about the lack of anything. Sorry. I really deeply apologize for that. Yes, I'm in the fedora and the gray t-shirt. Again, it seems to be like my signature thing or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try to change it up. The fedora is staying up. You have no choice in that. It's my favorite. And the leather bracelet. Brand new thing. Anyways, I've kind of been bored, really. So I've been watching Doctor Who for the last week. Literally. I've been watching as many episodes as I can of the new series on YouTube. Well, not YouTube, on the internet. Gotta love Google. So I am pretty much all caught up on 9 and 10. 11 doesn't count because I've seen pretty much everything for him because he's the doctor I started on, so it's like every Saturday, Doctor Who, watch the new episode. So nothing real uber special there, but I'm pretty much caught up on 9 and 10. I admit, I get some of the characters a little bit more. Like, Rose is actually Rose. I didn't like her when I first saw her, but then again, I hadn't seen anything with her, so it's like, I hadn't seen the first 2 seasons with her in it, so I wasn't familiar with the character. But now it's like, okay, I like her. She's grown on me, and then you come to realize Martha got shafted hard. Not in that way, but you know what I mean, but, yeah, she got the short end of the stick on that deal. So she came right after Rose had pretty much disappeared. And then, of course, Donna. Because she's just, I think she's kind of awesome. That's just me. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I admit, she came on a little strong at first, but then you get used to her and it's like she kind of grows on you. And then, I'm not really going to mention too much with the 11, but I mean, come on, Amy, Rory, Amy Pond, Rory Williams, and River Song. River Song is awesome. Sorry for playing with the lock. Special. Anyways, like I said, I've been kind of obsessing over Doctor Who. I've also been watching one of the spin-off shows of Doctor Who. Well, I guess it's technically a spin-off. Well, a spin-off in many manner speaking. The Sarah Jane Adventures, I've watched most of the episodes of that. Not all of them, but most of them that interest me. It's interesting. It's certainly better structured than most half-hour shows. That better. And then also it's like familiarizing me with the character from the classic series. So I'm kind of like, okay, now I have to watch the classic series to kind of compare characters and, you know, doctors and everything. Have to hunt down some stuff from the classic series, which that'll be one. And then I've also been reading a lot of Doctor Who fanfiction. A lot. Nothing weird. Like, none of this weird, like, Flash stuff. I'm sorry. I respect that people will do that. I respect you so much, and I have no problem with people who are, gay or lesbian. I have no problem with these people. I know some people who are, like, my best friends, and they're gay or lesbian. I have no problem with it. It's just, I'm very much a canon person. When it comes to TV shows and books and movies and stuff, I'm canon. It doesn't, some of this stuff doesn't work, but it's like, okay, some of it's like, okay, you know, maybe like the Doctor and the Master. Oh, I get, you know, you kind of like the way they talk to each other from what I saw in the Revived series. It's like they're old friends. Like, they grew up together and kind of went their separate ways, so as it were. So, but I don't see any relationship other than being like best friends. Where people get their other stuff, I don't know. Some of it I think is weird. There's just some things I will not. I have a very specific spectrum, and it's like I have no, like I said, I have no problem with people who are gay or lesbian. But if you're gonna write weird slash stuff and fan fiction, and some of it's weird at best. Like, I mean, just weird. I mean, for Harry Potter, I've seen some really weird ones. Like, really? You wrote that? What kind of what in the heck is wrong with you? And it's not just like slash. It's just in general. I mean, there's some good stuff. It's like, okay, but if you're gonna bash on the Weasleys and Dumbledore in your every story, it's really you're just killing the kid. You're just ignoring the fact of what they did in general, how they helped Harry. Not like, yeah, we're human. We screw up. Deal with it. It's life. Life is not fair. Life has never been fair. I mean, I'm starting like a list of rules, like sort of like Gibbs rules, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's like one of the rules on there. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. I have to go get the book, and I don't want to do that right now. But it's like, life's not fair. Never has been. I've learned this. I've only been on the earth 18 years. I have known this for a long time. Maybe it's because I'm like weird and I know things that most people. But whatever. I'm just gonna stop right there with the ranting about that stuff. I don't mean to offend anyone, but if it's not canon, I generally don't ship it for any fandom. I cross fandoms a lot. I'm a Harry Potter fan, I'm a Doctor Who fan, and Eureka, even though it's off the air now, but I know Warehouse 13, and NCIS, Psych. I mean, if it's canon, I ship it. There's a few exceptions to that, but for the most part, if it's canon, it's shipped by me. I ship it. Because I like the canon stuff, because it's usually the best stuff. I mean, I'll look at other stuff, but some of it I just think is weird. Some people's heads, some stuff I've seen written in like fan fiction. It's like, what is wrong with your head? And it's just in general, no matter what, you know, whatever pairing or whatever, you know, some of it's weird, but some of it's really good. Some of it's like, this should be an episode. I wrote some like Psych stuff and NCIS. I wrote something for NCIS. It's like, even though it's a crossover between like Harry Potter and NCIS, it's like, this should be an episode. I've read some stuff that's just like for a few different TV shows, because I ship like I watch like almost a half a dozen or more cop shows, and some of the stuff is really good. Some of these people are like, they should be hired by the network to write an episode. This should be an episode. I know I read something forever ago. I can't remember what it was or something, but it was whoever wrote it was amazing. It's like, wow, this should be an episode. And then I've read some other stuff like, this should be a movie, or this should be, you know, that. But some of it in general. But to the Doctor Who normalcy, the TV show, the canon stuff, I've been kind of, like, I actually kind of understand some of the dynamics a little bit better, because I'm actually caught up on stuff. And it's like also it explains, and it kind of fully explains to me a little bit more one of the scenes in the finale last year. Well, it wasn't the finale, it was one of the episodes in the last series, where he's in the TARDIS, Levin's in the TARDIS, and he's like dying, quote unquote, you know, because, you know, we all know how that goes with the Doctor. And then you see like Rose, Martha, and Donna, and then young Amy, and it kind of explains why he's like guilt, more guilt. It kind of explains it to me. It's like, oh, I get it now, because I didn't really get it before, because I hadn't really seen that many episodes. I'd seen some stuff with Martha and some stuff with Donna. I hadn't really seen anything with Rose, except that's like, she showed up, I'm like, who the heck are you? it got a little weird, but now I actually understand some of the dynamic stuff a little bit more because I actually watched it. Very helpful. Yes, it's a new ring. One of my friends made it, and yeah, if you're one of those weird people who pays attention to everything, some people do. I pay attention to, I notice things that generally most people don't. I mean, I miss stuff too, everyone does. Gus ring. It's not here right now. The ring is here. The stone somehow chipped. I have no idea. It was one of those weird things that you're just like, what the heck? I'm sorry, I would say the F word, but yeah. Speaking of cursing, if anyone watched the closing ceremonies last night, yesterday night, whatever. If you watched the closing ceremonies last night, you saw Eric Idle singing Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, which is from Monty Python's Life of Brian, which is an incredibly hysterical movie. It's kind of inappropriate, so it's definitely an R movie. Like, trust me on this. I mean, there's a shot. There's just a full-on nude dude. Full-on, yeah. Anyways, the song it was funny, and they bleeped shit. They just bleeped it. They're like, bleep in the middle. It's like the one of lines, and it just killed the song. It's like that kills the song right there. I don't care about the always look on the bright side of death thing. I don't care about that. I mean, I'm a little miffed about it, but then they bleep shit. That totally kills it. It's like, damn it, TV, you've killed classic stuff. It's like, unfortunately, like, the thing is, that's kind of true, though. The thing is, like, nowadays, half the stuff they did in the 70s, like Monty Python did, you know, on Flying Circus and in their movies and stuff, hell, even comedy stuff for anything, really, from that era, a lot of stuff, they can't do it on TV now. It's not allowed. I mean, half the stuff Monty Python did is, like, you cannot do that on TV anymore. I don't know why, but it's just like, I want to go Darth Vader on them. It's just, yeah. So, well, that's pretty much it, peoples. Don't let this go on for any longer than it has to. Get you next time on Screaming Bottle. Yeah, you'll get the reference if you watch the first one. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll post down below. I also have, and I'll post another, well, I'll mention it next time. So, later.